Melvin, how much are you looking forward to testing yourself against, LSU's kind of known for always having great defensive backs?
I mean, it's gonna be fun. That's what it comes down to, having fun. We know what we're gonna get going down there. That kind of environment is tough. To play there, but it's fun. That's what the SEC football is all about. Just trying to have fun with it. Make the best of it.
Melvin, you've been on the big stage, the biggest stage. You've been in big games. What do you tell these young guys who haven't been in this kind of environment before? How to deal with it?
Just slow the game down in your mind. Spend a lot of time preparing for it in your mind before we get there, visualizing the plays you want to make, visualizing everything. And when it happens, you'll be prepared for it. And just slow the game down. And at the end of the day, just make sure you smile and have fun. And it's football. Just play.
Melvin, have you talked with Jeremy at all since Saturday's game, and do you feel like his play in that final drive in regulation and overtime, has that impacted his confidence?
I mean, Jeremy's always had a lot of confidence. I just started to keep giving him encouraging words. He's a great athlete. We have all the confidence in the world in him. We know he'll be fine. And his mind is already set this week. He's already in a very positive mindset right now. He's ready to go.
Melvin, in 2013, after the Georgia and Alabama games, you guys had to really kind of refocus after those games, those moments when so much of the attention outside was on those games and moments. Has it been a similar challenge here these last few days when so much on the outside has been paid attention to nearly losing to an FCS team and the drop in the polls and those things?
Well, we as a team, we're not really worried about it. I mean, at the end of the day, we know what we have with each other, and we know what we're capable of. Now, we know we haven't played up to our standard, but, that's just the thing. We're still 2-0, and we haven't played as good as we want to play yet. So we know we can only go up from here, and that's what we plan on doing.
Well, some people have questioned, is there a chemistry problem on this team? Do you see any kind of chemistry problem on this team?
No, not at all. We're actually a very close group as a team. We're really close, from offense to defense together. We're really close guys. You got a lot of new pieces to the puzzle, a lot of new guys playing, doing different things, and we just got to find it. We got to make more big plays on offense. That's just what we got to do. Execute based stuff.
How do you deal with it mentally when you go from within a week people talking about SEC champions, contender, national contender, and now they're probably being more critical and everything. Do you tune both times out? Do you tune when they're being real?
You have to. Yeah, you have to tune it out because it's just what you have to do. If you go out there focusing on what you're being criticized on, there's no possible way that you're going to be able to play with a clear mind. So you have to tune it out because at the end of the day, we're 2-0, and if we just keep winning, what we did, no matter how we won, it'll still be a win. And if we just continue to win, then that's all that's going to matter.
Now we talk about playing so much this year. You've been on the field probably as much as any receiver. You enjoy getting to play so much after all the hard work you put in on the offseason?
I definitely do. This is my senior season, and like I said, obviously I'm an older guy. I've just had to take every opportunity I can and make the best of it. So I don't want to come off the field if I don't have to. As long as I got to play, I will because it's my last go around, and I don't want to regret anything when it comes to an end.
How much do you guard? I mean, this is obviously you can change your mood pretty quickly in a big SEC game. Do you have a different mindset going into this game? It's SEC play.
As far as preparation and focus, you make sure you take just trying to make sure we really focus on making sure we focus. Making sure we focus as far as practice. You want to prepare and practice like a champion. That way, when you get to the game, you have a focused mindset on executing. As long as we put guys in the right place and everyone's doing their job and basically executing the base stuff, we should be in a good position. So just focusing a little harder this week.
With Nick, we had heard so much about when he would play Georgia, just how much that meant to him and kind of the personal attachment there. You've been around Duke now for almost 2 years. Mm-hmm. How much does this game mean to him, especially now this year, going back to his home state?
Well, that's his home, so I'm sure for him, it's somewhere inside of him, it means a lot to him. But he hasn't really spoken, so he hasn't really spoken on it. But I can just tell you, as far as being around the last couple of days, I know for a fact he's focused, he's locked in. So I don't know if it's because he's going back home, but he hasn't spoken on it, but it could be.
How frustrated has he been these first 2 games, not being able to get the ball more?
He's actually been in good spirit. I mean, you know, I'm sure he's not, you know, maybe proud of you know, certain plays that he hasn't made or whatnot, but neither am I or anybody who hasn't made a play that they want to make. But I mean, Luke is fine. I mean, I've seen him smiling and laughing on the sideline still with the guys. He's been in good spirit, and you know, I'm just happy to see him that way because it's gonna come for him. He's Duke, so can't do nothing about that.
Melvin, from your perspective, what's been the major thing missing that's kept you from making those big plays? You only have 4 plays over 20 yards so far this year.
It's execution. Like I said, we need, you know, we got to have more big plays. That's what we really thrive on, you know, from week to week. You know, having explosive plays and turning the ball over. You know, just turnovers. You know, as long as we protect the ball and really focus on executing from, you know, everybody doing their job to make a big play, then we should be in good position.
Do one more. Melvin, I don't know if you're much of a guy as far as the history of the team and all that, but you know, Auburn hasn't won in LSU since 1999. How much would it mean to be the team that breaks that streak?
Well, that's gonna mean a lot. You know, I actually was somebody brought it to my attention yesterday, but so that's gonna mean a lot, especially for us seniors who this is their last time to do that. Especially for myself, I know. So when I heard that, it really gave me a little more edge to, you know, want to make sure, you know, us as a group, you know, guys really take this week seriously and prepare and go in with an edge and just try to be more physical than they are.